Today's collection selection is the Hogue EX-T01, and it's their first tomahawk. It's designed by Allen Elishewitz, a man that I interviewed on the TheKnifeJunkie podcast. He is a legend, and he happens to be a fine artist, a martial artist in Filipino martial arts and other stuff, an amazing knife maker, a former Marine recon guy. I mean, so he's the bona fide real deal, and he designed some beautiful knives, and now this tomahawk. And I just wanted to show it off. This will never be leaving the collection. I always want to remember the great interview I had with Mr. Elishewitz. So check this out. It's about 13 inches long. Actually, I haven't measured it, but I'm just going by an easy measure that I recognize. 13 inches. This right here is the lock. Well, this is the paddle, so it can ride in the waistband. And this paddle softens up and kind of molds to you, basically, as you wear it. And then you can slip it on your belt without taking the belt off. And then here, this is based on, Alan told me this is based on the AK safety, I think he said. But that unlocks it, and then you pull it off of the magnet. It's on a magnet base here. So you pull it off like this, and then you're good to go. Now, this tomahawk blade is about 3.5 inches long, is very sharp. It's as sharp as a knife, sharp as a blade. So I keep this little guard on it because I'm apt to pull this out and play with it because it's so damn cool. But look at that. So you've got a hammer pull on one side. You've got this beautiful bearded axe head on this side. Great for trapping and gouging and pulling and this kind of motion. And then you have this beautiful, what do you got? Point there, and it's like having a thrusting blade. Of course, you have this nice little crown you could knock someone in the noggin with. You got this, but really this thing is balanced like a blade, like a knife, and you can do things with it, same kind of things you would do with a knife, you can do with this tomahawk. For instance, a slash, a thrust becomes a slash, thrust becomes a slash. You know, you can do this with a knife. Well, you can do the same thing with this tomahawk. Yes, you can chop stuff and you can break windows with that hammer pull, but you can also use it if you're used to using a knife. You can use this. You can thrust because you got that nice big tip. You can thrust with it and turn it into a slash. You can just do any sort of angle you might do with a knife or a machete. And then you got this beautiful bird's beak back here that keeps you locked in when you're using it. I showed this to my brother-in-law when I first got it, and he's a vet, and he said, "Oh my God, a veteran, not a veterinarian." And he said, "I could have really used that in Iraq, man. We were always breaking windows and stuff. This would have come in real handy." But look at how compact it is. Here it is next to basically a Randall-made #1. This is a blackjack version of that design, but it basically fits in the same space, and you could use them together if you're, you know, really in a pinch. But that's just show-offy stuff. What I really want to say is this can be used like a tomahawk and like a knife. And if you haven't gotten that point, and I haven't reiterated it enough, watch the video again. You can also grasp up here and use it to, you know, if you take this thing camping, you can use this for a variety of chores as well as chopping. I mean, in addition to chopping, you could use this for feather stick making because it's a pretty thin, I mean, it's a stout blade, but it's very sharp. You could get some nice curls with that. You know, and you could use it for other utility things, but to me, really, it's kind of a weapon. But I guess I see everything through that lens. So yeah, this is the Hogue made, Elishewitz designed Hogue EX-T01 Tomahawk 01. Very cool tomahawk with an absolutely outstanding and unique mounting system. Bloop. All right. There you go. Take care.